Hey everyone, it's Alyssa and I'm back with another video. This is the start to a brand new video showing you the behind the scenes of my recent Christmas drop. When you'll be seeing this video, my Christmas drop would have already been out for a few days, but I just thought it'd be fun to show you a little bit of the behind the scenes of getting this launch ready. So I'm going to try and show you some photography behind the scenes, maybe some editing and social media stuff, and just getting everything ready to go for this drop. Also, I have a very special announcement about what my next drop will be, which if you follow me on social media, which you should, you can find the links down below. If you follow me on social media, then you've already seen this, but my next drop, which is going to be coming out for Black Friday, is going to be a Wicked inspired drop with green and pink as the main two color themes. I've done color themed drops before, like pink and blue, but this time I decided to do two colors and make it green and pink, inspired by Wicked with Elphaba and Glinda, obviously. I'm a huge fan of Wicked. I love the musical. I've seen it before, like on Broadway. And then I've also obviously seen the movie, and I'm planning to go see the new one when it comes out. In fact, I already have my tickets for it. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. So I thought it was really fun to do a drop that was kind of themed in this way, not only a color theme, but also a pop culture reference theme. So I'm going to show you the two items that I recently picked up at a Goodwill thrift trip that inspired this drop. Obviously, this drop was clearly inspired by not only these items, but also by the movie Wicked and Wicked for Good, and also the musical and the book, if you want to go back that far, although I've never read the book. I've heard that it's very, very different from the musical and obviously from the movies, which the movies so far, at least we've only seen part one, seem to follow the musical to a T, but I've heard that the book is very different. But yeah, obviously this drop is inspired by this item, or technically items that I already picked up, but also by Wicked. So the items that I got were this adorable little set. Now this is more like 90s, early 2000s vintage, but it's just a pottery creamer pitcher and sugar dish, and I just thought the color really, really reminded me of Elphaba, and I think it's perfect not only for that, but also for Christmas time. And so that is the first little bit of a sneak peek that you'll get for that drop, which will be coming out on Black Friday. I'm very, very excited about it, and I can't wait to coordinate all the pieces together that will come in this drop and make this drop happen. So I'll probably film a video that will come out around then as well, sharing a kind of my thrift trips and going to antique malls and all the different places where I can try and find items that fit into this collection theme. So yeah, I just wanted to make that fun announcement of what's coming up for my Etsy shop in November. Okay guys, quick scene change really quick. So I'm working on setting up my little photo booth set, or like photo shoot little set. I'm gonna move the camera so that I'm not like looking down at you completely, but I am going to set this up to get some images right now for items that are just dropping on my Etsy shop even before the Christmas drop, because I have several things that don't really fit into the Christmas drop or the Black Friday drop, but I want to go ahead and get them listed. So I will show you some behind the scenes of what that's going to look like first, and then we'll get into the Christmas themed stuff later. Alright guys, so I'm taking a little break after getting those pictures taken for those items. Those were all things that are going to be listed on Etsy right away, so all of those should be up on Etsy by the time this video comes out. The Christmas items will be up as well, but yeah, I want to make sure I have enough time to get those edited and listed today, so I just decided to stop there and worry about getting the Christmas items all pictured and edited tomorrow. Photographed, pictured? I guess that works, but I want to make sure I have enough time to do that, because if you are an Etsy shop owner or small business owner, whatever, you know the experience of taking photos and doing photo shoots for your products. It is way more time consuming than you want it to be. And I was also getting photos there of the first item for the Wicked collection, because I wanted to make sure I had a really cool standout image that was like really stylized for when I make that announcement. And I was like, I want to make sure to get these two pieces in because they're really cool pottery pieces, and the green is literally just screaming alphabet. Like if you've seen Wicked, you know what I'm talking about with those two pieces. And so I wanted to have a really cool image for that, but that takes time. And so yeah, it just ends up taking a lot longer to take photos and then obviously edit them, and listing takes a long time too. So I want to make sure I have enough time to get those items listed tonight before I take these Christmas item pictures. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. So you'll be back with me tomorrow when I get pictures for the Christmas drop. Hey guys, so I'm back. I just finished taking the pictures for the Christmas drop, so I'm going to go ahead and edit those and get everything ready to go to be listed on Etsy. I'm so excited for this Christmas drop, so I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the behind the scenes of the photo shoot. So I'm going to show you a little bit of what I do when I edit the photos. If I haven't mentioned before, I take all of my pictures on my phone. In fact, I record these videos on my phone. I would love to get a professional camera someday, but as of right now, there's really not much of a need for that because I'm able to use my phone and I don't have to pay, hundreds or thousands of dollars to get a really fancy camera because I can get pretty quality images on my phone. And I would recommend, if you're just starting out on Etsy, that's a good place to start because a lot of our cell phone cameras, the smartphones, have very good cameras. And so you can easily take pictures on there and start in that way. I also, though, do an extra step. So not only do I take the pictures on my phone, I also upload them into Adobe Lightroom, and I edit them in there. And I just have a preset that I go and slap on. Sometimes I'll adjust it based off of the item color, usually like item colors that are red or something, a darker color. It can sometimes make it look a little bit different, and I don't want to mislead people based off of like what the item looks like when I edit these photos, but I do edit them just to give them a little bit extra pop and also make them look a lot more professional than they were just taken on a cell phone. So and obviously I stage it, and so I do put a lot of effort, at least I think I do, into my product photography because I want these items to stand out, and I really want them to when people are scrolling through Etsy, they like, oh, what's that? Like it stands out as they're scrolling. That's my hope, at least. And I've heard several compliments from you guys and from other people that the pictures that I post on Etsy and Instagram and Facebook are really beautiful, and so I really take that compliment to heart because, like I said, I feel like I try pretty hard when it comes to my photos. I want to make sure that they look good. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get these photos edited and ready to go for Etsy. Okay guys, so all of the images have been edited, and that was kind of my process you saw there. If you've worked with Adobe Lightroom before, you can apply presets in bulk, but because every item is a little bit different and I want to see if I need to adjust any of the settings, I usually go photo by photo. I know that takes a lot more time, so some of you watching that little like shortened montage were probably like, why is she taking this photo by photo and just applying the same preset? Well, it's because sometimes I need to adjust or like switch which preset I choose, because I've got several of them based off of what the item looks like, because again, I don't want to deceive anybody and make the item look completely different, like a totally different color or something. But if you saw in that clip, all of the items photographed really, really well. I'll include some of the edited images here. I particularly loved how the Lefton china plate turned out. The holly just like pops off, especially against the wood. Adding that wood into my photo setup has just completely changed my photos, in my opinion, because it just adds a lot of beautiful tone to the pictures, especially when they're edited. And then another thing that I thought edited really well and photographed really well was the cross stitch ring. It says Merry Christmas and Joy, and it has these little houses and the Christmas trees. Oh my gosh, the photos turned out so, so cute for it. And initially I was only going to take pictures of it against that white coffee table, which is my coffee table. That's how I take the pictures. But I decided, you know what, I want at least one against the wooden background. And I'm so glad I did take one against the wooden background, because that's the one to me that turned out to be the best and will probably be the lead image for that listing. So now I have to work on those listings. I use Google Lens. As soon as I take the photos of the items, I immediately Google Lens them if I haven't before, and I screenshot some findings just so I can do some more research. And then when I pop them into my computer after I get them edited, I usually upload them into ChatGPT, which gives me even more info on them. That way I have a whole arsenal of information when I go to list the item. I also use ChatGPT to help me with listing title, and sometimes tags as well, and sometimes description. I do a heavy edit of the description because ChatGPT, when it comes to describing things, it can be really like flowery and just not very in the way we would describe things. It's just over the top. Like ChatGPT just tries too hard is how I describe it to people. But yeah, that's my next step for these listings. So again, when you see this video, all of these will be up. If they're still available, they'll be up on my Etsy, which you can always find the link for my Etsy in the description down below. Also, if you may have seen this while I was editing, I have this fun little planner over here with some highlighters. This has really changed my Etsy shop. I just wanted to kind of point this out really quick. I have had this planner all year long, and only a couple weeks ago decided to turn it into my Etsy shop planner, and I absolutely love it. Previously, I had always kind of done this online through a system called Trello, but I am a handwriting person. I'm a person that likes handwritten things. I like to have the physical, like, mark things off of a checklist. That's how my brain works. And so I started doing this, where I create a list of what I need to do every day for social media when it comes to my Etsy shop. And it's really, really helping me, because that's been the hardest part for me when it comes to consistency, is social media and YouTube. And so this has been really helpful to have. I color coordinate everything. So for a post, I highlight it in green. For stories, I highlight it in pink. And for video, so like that's reels, shorts, or full-on YouTube videos like this one, I highlight it in orange. And then I just go through and mark them when they are completed, scheduled, or I've posted them. And that's been really, really helpful for me. So I'm definitely going to do that for all of next year, because it's just helping me keep on track with my goals and what I want to do for my Etsy shop when it comes to social media and obviously YouTube. So if you are new to Etsy as well, or just whatever small business you have and you're trying to find a way to stay on track, I think that can be a really good resource for you. And if you're somebody that would much prefer to have that online and not
on like a planner in hand, then Trello is a great system to use. I've actually done a video about free kind of tools that I've used in the past, and Trello was one of them. It's a great organizer and a great system to use, and it just allows you to do it online instead of on a physical planner, which is really fun. So yeah, that I think is pretty much the gist of this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing the behind the scenes of me getting ready for my Christmas drop. Like I said earlier, all of these items should be available on Etsy, which you can find the link for my shop in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching all of this chaos. I hope you enjoyed seeing Noelle try and crash the photo shoot. If you don't know, that's my cat. She is just a very curious kitty, as all of them typically are, and so she likes to get involved wherever she can, but I have to try and keep her away from all of the inventory because I don't want her to destroy any of it. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you all next time. Bye!